9 foods that are destroying your unhealthy liver you should avoid. Your liver is your body's primary filtration system, converting toxins into waste products, cleaning your blood, and metabolizing nutrients and medications to provide the body with some of its most important proteins. A healthy liver is crucial for maintaining a person's overall health, but many are unaware of the ways in which some foods may challenge and damage this vital organ. Here are 9 foods that are particularly harmful to an unhealthy liver, explained in detail with the elements that escalate liver disease. But before that, let's understand what an unhealthy liver actually is. An unhealthy liver refers to a liver that is not functioning optimally due to damage or disease. This may encompass a range of conditions including fatty liver disease. This includes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and its more severe form, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, which occur when fat builds up in the liver, causing inflammation and potentially leading to scarring fibrosis or even liver failure. Hepatitis. An inflammation of the liver caused by viruses like hepatitis A, B, and C, alcohol, toxins, or immune system abnormalities. Chronic hepatitis may lead to cirrhosis, liver failure, or liver cancer. Cirrhosis. A late-stage liver disease marked by scarring of the liver, fibrosis, and liver dysfunction. It's often the result of long-term damage from hepatitis or chronic alcoholism and may lead to liver failure. Alcoholic liver disease. This includes a variety of ailments brought on by excessive alcohol consumption, such as fatty liver, alcoholic hepatitis, and cirrhosis. Liver cancer. Primary liver cancer originates in the liver. Conditions like hepatitis and cirrhosis may increase the risk of developing liver cancer. Now that we know what a liver disease is all about, let's find out the foods that may escalate the damage. 1. Sugary snacks and beverages. When a liver is already damaged or compromised, the impact of consuming sugary drinks becomes significantly more profound and perilous. In a healthy liver, fructose from sugary drinks is metabolized to glucose, lactate, or converted into fat, a process usually managed with relative efficiency. However, in a damaged liver, the liver's capacity to handle fructose is diminished, leading to an accelerated conversion of fructose to fat. This process, called lipogenesis, is particularly concerning in the context of liver damage. The increased fat synthesis not only exacerbates the accumulation of fat within the liver cells, a condition known as steatosis, but also heightens the risk of further liver inflammation and fibrosis. When someone with a damaged liver eats a lot of fructose, oxidative stress makes liver cells hurt, causes inflammation, and kills hepatocytes' liver cells, which makes it even harder for the liver to work and heal. According to studies, excessive consumption of added sugars, particularly fructose, is associated with metabolic issues that may lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, potentially progressing to more severe liver conditions. 2. Alcohol. The liver, which is central to detoxifying substances and metabolizing nutrients, is particularly vulnerable to alcohol's toxic effects. Alcohol metabolizes in the liver through enzymes that convert ethanol to acetaldehyde, a highly toxic substance and a known carcinogen, before it's further broken down into less harmful substances. However, a damaged liver struggles with this rapid conversion, leading to an accumulation of acetaldehyde. This buildup exacerbates the liver's damage in several ways. It directly harms liver cells, leading to cell death. It promotes inflammation, further injuring liver tissue, and it stimulates fibrosis, the process where healthy liver tissue is replaced with scar tissue. Alcohol also has an immunomodulatory effect. It may alter the immune system's functioning, making the liver more prone to inflammation and infection. The altered immune response may lead to an exaggerated inflammatory response known as alcoholic hepatitis, an acute condition that may be life-threatening. According to research, patients suffering from the hepatitis C virus who consume over 50 grams of alcohol daily show a 34% faster liver fibrosis progression than non-drinkers. 3. Fried foods. When fried foods enter the digestive system, they bring with them a significant load of trans fats and saturated fats, which require the liver's intervention for metabolism. In a healthy scenario, the liver would process these fats, breaking them down into smaller components that the body could use or store appropriately. However, in the context of a damaged liver, this process is not as straightforward. The liver's impaired function means it struggles to efficiently break down and process these fats, leading to an accumulation of fat within the liver cells themselves, a condition known as steatosis. In a study involving 74 overweight adolescents, 41% of adolescents with hepatic steatosis consumed more fried foods than those without hepatic steatosis. 4. White bread, rice and pasta. The consumption of white bread, rice, and pasta, staples in many diets, carries specific risks for individuals with a damaged liver, largely due to their high glycemic index and refined carbohydrate content. First, the rapid increase in blood glucose levels from these refined carbohydrates prompts the pancreas to release insulin, a hormone that facilitates the uptake of glucose by cells for energy. In the context of liver damage, particularly conditions like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or its more aggressive form, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, the liver's sensitivity to insulin is often diminished, a condition known as insulin resistance. This resistance impairs the liver's ability to process and store glucose effectively, leading to an excess accumulation of fat within the liver cells themselves. In addition to these direct effects on liver health, the consumption of foods high in refined carbohydrates and their role in promoting weight gain and obesity cannot be overlooked. The added weight increases the liver's fat stores, further exacerbating insulin resistance and increasing the risk of liver inflammation and fibrosis. According to studies, Western dietary patterns, including white bread, are positively associated with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. 5. Processed foods. Processed foods, ubiquitous in modern diets, pose significant challenges to liver health, particularly when the liver is already damaged. These foods are often high in added sugars, saturated fats, and a range of artificial additives that the liver must filter and process. Fructose metabolism in a healthy liver may be handled efficiently, but in a damaged liver, this process becomes a source of stress. The liver converts excess fructose directly into fat, contributing to fat accumulation within the liver cells, steatosis. This exacerbates conditions like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, and may progress to more severe liver damage. Artificial additives, including preservatives, coloring agents, and flavor enhancers, introduce additional burdens on the liver's detoxification processes. Over time, this may contribute to the worsening of liver disease, further impairing liver function and accelerating the progression towards cirrhosis. A study involving 174,000 participants showed that higher ultra-processed food intake is associated with an increased risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, liver fibrosis, and cirrhosis. 6. Cheese and high-fat dairy. The liver's fundamental role includes metabolizing fats from our diet. This process, in the context of a healthy liver, is typically efficient and crucial for overall metabolism. However, when the liver is damaged, its ability to metabolize fats efficiently is compromised. The saturated fats found in cheese and high-fat dairy products become a significant metabolic burden. As the liver attempts to process these fats, it may struggle to break them down completely, leading to an accumulation of fat within liver cells, a condition known as steatosis. Additionally, high-fat dairy products may sometimes contain or lead to the formation of certain compounds that may contribute to liver stress. For instance, the presence of hormones or bioaccumulative toxins in dairy fat may introduce substances into the body that require detoxification. The liver, already compromised, must work harder to filter out these substances, potentially leading to increased oxidative stress and inflammation. These conditions are harmful as they may damage liver cells, promote the development of fibrosis, and impair the liver's regenerative capacity. The results of a study involving about 7,500 participants clearly indicate that participants with higher fatty liver index scores consume more dairy, cheese, and yogurt compared to the subjects with lower scores. 7. Salt. At the heart of salt's impact on a damaged liver is its effect on fluid balance within the body. Sodium naturally attracts water, helping to maintain the balance of fluids inside and outside of cells. When excessive salt is consumed, it leads to an imbalance, causing the body to retain more water. This increased water retention may raise blood pressure throughout the body and within the liver's portal vein, the major vessel that supplies the liver with blood from the intestine. Elevated pressure in the portal vein, known as portal hypertension, is a common complication of chronic liver disease, such as cirrhosis. Moreover, the retention of fluid and the resultant increase in blood volume place additional strain on the liver, forcing it to work harder to filter blood. This increased workload may stress a liver that is already damaged, slowing its ability to repair itself and exacerbating existing conditions. The increased pressure and volume may hasten the progression of liver damage, causing a quicker decline in liver function. In a study involving 310 type 2 diabetes patients, high salt intake, defined as over 9.5 grams per day, was linked to a higher prevalence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Specifically, liver disease was found in 45% of patients with high salt intake, compared to 28% with lower intake. 8. Artificial sweeteners. One of the primary concerns with artificial sweeteners is their potential to disrupt the body's natural metabolic processes. The consumption of artificial sweeteners may alter the gut microbiome, the complex community of microorganisms living in the digestive tract. Changes in the gut microbiome may influence the liver's metabolic functions indirectly through the gut-liver axis, a bidirectional communication system between the gut and the liver, exacerbating liver damage and impairing the liver's ability to regenerate and repair itself. Moreover, the metabolism of certain artificial sweeteners has been associated with the production of toxic metabolites that may induce oxidative stress within liver cells. Oxidative stress refers to an imbalance between free radicals, unstable molecules that may damage cells, and antioxidant substances that neutralize free radicals. In the liver, oxidative stress may damage cellular components, leading to inflammation, the death of liver cells, and the acceleration of fibrotic processes that replace healthy liver tissue with scar tissue, impairing liver function. Moreover, evidence suggests that artificial sweeteners may change the microbiota and cause dysbiosis, which is a good thing because it helps non-alcoholic fatty liver disease develop. 9. Butter. When butter is consumed, it enters the digestive system, where it is broken down into its constituent fats, including a significant proportion of saturated fats. However, in a liver that is damaged, the ability to process and metabolize fats efficiently is compromised. The excessive intake of saturated fats from butter may lead to an overaccumulation of triglycerides in the liver cells, a condition known as hepatic steatosis, or fatty liver. This accumulation of fat within the liver cells is not benign. It serves as a catalyst for a series of detrimental processes. It may induce lipotoxicity, where the excess fats generate toxic intermediates that damage liver cells. This damage may trigger an inflammatory response within the liver, attracting immune cells that release pro-inflammatory cytokines and exacerbate tissue injury. Swapping out sources of saturated fat, like butter, for unsaturated fat sources like olive oil may be helpful for those with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is one reason why the Mediterranean diet is sometimes recommended for individuals living with damaged liver. Now let's look at 5 foods to protect your liver. To protect and support liver health, incorporating foods into your diet that are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and healthy fats may make a significant difference. 1. Leafy green vegetables. Rich in chlorophyll, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula may help cleanse the liver by neutralizing heavy metals, chemicals, and pesticides that may burden the liver. 2. Oily fish. Fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines are high in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and may lower the risk of developing fatty liver disease. 3. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, and flax seeds are high in the amino acids arginine and omega-3 fatty acids, which may help detoxify the liver and reduce inflammation. 4. Whole grains. Foods like brown rice, quinoa, and oats are rich in fiber, which may help maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of fatty liver disease. 5. Avocado. Avocado is rich in healthy fats and contains chemicals that might slow liver damage. It's also packed with fiber and antioxidants, including glutathione, which is essential for liver detoxification. Protecting your liver is crucial for maintaining your health, and being mindful of your diet is a significant part of that. By avoiding or limiting the intake of these 10 foods, you may help ensure your liver remains healthy, reducing the risk of developing liver-related health issues. Remember, moderation is key, and a balanced diet combined with regular exercise is the cornerstone of good health. Today we learned about all the foods that you may need to avoid if your liver is damaged. But do you want to know more about your liver health? If you want to find out more, watch 11 bad daily habits that are ruining your liver. Or watch what happens to your body when you have fatty liver disease. You can watch either or both of them. How many of the foods mentioned earlier are currently in your diet? Let us know in the comments section below.